Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand Rising, people. Grand Rising. It's another beautiful day in your neighborhood. That's what Mr. Rogers used to say anyway. But I'm saying it's a beautiful day because the sun is shining. And today is the third day of 2025. Today, no, sorry, it's the second day of 2025. It's Tall Tale Thursdays, y'all, right here on the Morning Mac Show. And I'm your girl, I'm your host, Althea McFarland, aka Reese Cup, aka AM Morning, aka the best that ever did it. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all right now. Okay, let's get into the show. But before I do, I gotta say, boop, get this book right here, Shades of Blue by AM Morning. It's a great piece. It's good for your bookshelf. It's good to read. It's nothing to read to the kids. This is an adult novel, by the way. It's an adult piece of literature. So it may have some unsavory words. I'll say PG-13. I'll say that because these kids nowadays hear everything and more. Anytime you got infants coming out the womb, giving people the finger and all that stuff, woo! That's what I'm saying. So all I'm saying, this piece of literature right here is a good book. And also Molly Mall Sea Moss. That's good for your body. And you want to start off your New Year's resolution and your year right with getting your good gut health. And we all know that good old sea moss is good for your good gut health. It holds 102 vitamins and minerals, which 92 of that your body needs. Okay, I'm not a doctor. You know, this is just my opinion only. And it's my body's opinion on it actually, helping. I don't know if it's going to help you the same way it helped me, but it helps reduce mucus. It helps me stay full longer, and it helps the gut health. Y'all look up the benefits of sea moss yourself. Y'all ain't going to get me in trouble with YouTube and TikTok and all of that stuff telling me you ain't a doctor. You can't tell the people what's good for them. But look, I know this book, Shades of Blue, is good for your mind. So y'all go on and get that book, read the book, Shades of Blue by AM Morning, and get you some good Molly Mall Sea Moss. Those are my opinion, but it's a lot of people's opinion too. Woo! Yes, okay, yes, indeedy. So today is Tall Tale Thursday, y'all. And the tall tale is this. Already this year, we talked about it yesterday, what happened on New Year's Eve in New Orleans, right? They were saying that man, this is what the people say in the rumor mill. When I feel so much, it feels like an inside job to me. That's just my opinion to it. Because I'm gonna tell you why. He served in the military for 13 years. He even did the reserve. So they're trying to say that he's an ISIS terrorist, right? He's from Texas. He didn't look to be a part of ISIS. He's homegrown, but maybe he got turned somewhere along the line. I often wonder, what do they promise these people to do this? Do they promise their family financial wealth? Are they sacrificing themselves for their family? The legacy that you're leaving behind for your family. He was 42 years old. The guy that ran over all of those people. But what they say, like 17 people got killed now. The death toll, and like 30 people injured. 17 did, and a few still in the hospital. They don't know which way they go. I mean, and they call it terrorism when it's on your ground. They call it domestic terrorism, right? On the heels of that, they have right in front of the Trump Towers a Tesla. Good morning, Brenda Brown. Brenda's in with us today. Right along the Trump Towers, a Tesla blow up, had explosive devices all rigged, but unfortunately, fortunately, I'm gonna say, the driver was the only one that seemed to get loss of life, unalived. How do people say it? They don't like saying dead anymore. They say unalived. I don't know why, but yeah. And they said like 7 other people was injured. Who, and they're trying to say that the same people or the same company that rented the Tesla that blew up was the same company that rented the truck that the guy used to run over. So is there a lot of these sleeper cells going around here that they are activating now? And for those who don't know, a sleeper cell is a terrorist that's sleeping until they get the orders or whatever word to react to do whatever heinous crime it is for them to do. I'm just so sad to hear about that. Sorry, to hear about that, like this such thing going on and happening to us. And in these times, we still have domestic terrorism. It's never going to stop when you have political differences across the water over here. It don't matter. It don't matter. I just hope in 2025, this has been a rocky start, but I hope it gets better. It got to get better. When you starting at the bottom of the hill, there's only one way to go, right? And they say that's up. So that's what I'm saying. Hey Trey, WizKid just popped in.
What's up? Good morning, y'all. What's going on?
Nothing. I was just talking and reflecting on so far this year, the only second day of the year, and how we starting off with all the killings and murderers and bombs exploding, and this is just the beginning of the year. So I hope it gets better. I hope we're leaving the worst days behind us, with these last couple of days. And that's a shame, because New Orleans are known for their football game after the new year and everything. So the city had to push that back because they on major lockdown. They don't know who else is out here acting along with these people that's doing these heinous things. And even they found the guy right here in Alexandria in our own backyard that was said to have a whole lot of explosives and stuff to go off. I'm like, wow. So you can't tell me it's just a coincidence. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how they're recruiting the people. And I feel saddened by that. Anyone's family who was touched by this.
Yeah.
And I got some friends that go to school down there. Their children, go to school down there in Louisiana. Bourbon, that's Louisiana, right? New Orleans, no, New
Don't make
Orleans.
me lie on the live. I don't make me lie. Don't make me lie.
But I heard him talk about Bourbon Street and the French Quarters,
Mm-hmm.
and I get New Orleans and
I wish there was a way to put I haven't been down there and I haven't seen like I've seen it on video, but I haven't like walked the streets or anything. But I wish there was a way that you can blockade or put a blockade up for some of the you know how you go in front of a store in front of the windows, they got the metal bars that you can't run anything into. You can try to run a Mack truck through it and it will stop the Mack truck. I wish they had some type of way to blockade whatever those tourist paths are that they walk and get the beads and do festivals and stuff like that. I wish there was a way to block that off that you're not allowed to drive a car down there during that time or like when they have events or something like that. But that's unfortunate, especially in the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm. And I thought that they did have those kind of things up, like the same way with Georgetown or whenever they do.
Yeah.
Like a parade, they put them cement barriers or whatever there.
Yeah.
I thought they did have that. I've never been down there either, but the way Misha was talking about when she went down there, walked down the cobblestones and Bourbon Street, she made it seem like that it is blocked off because she said it's people just walking and walking, like that's the path that you walk in the street. So
yeah.
I don't know. But maybe a truck ran through the blockade and still, did that damage. I'm just sad to see that man, 42-year-old, and the legacy that he's leaving behind for that family. That's the hard. He might be gone, but what about his children? His other relatives, his brothers and sisters, they are going to be stained with whatever crime this man did.
Yeah.
So
it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate at the beginning of the year.
And they're blowing up a Tesla truck in front of the Trump hotel.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that.
Baby, in Las Vegas, honey, they said that they was one of Trump properties, one of his hotels. They had a Tesla truck rigged with explosives, and it didn't explode like they thought it was going to explode, but the driver got killed and several other people got injured.
Mm.
It's just woo. And it ain't even he ain't even got in the office yet. All of this is before the preemptive strike. And check this out. Then the guy that they caught in our backyard in Virginia, with all these explosives and guns and stuff, they were saying that of course they were saying he hates the Democrats. They said he was using a picture, this is allegedly, they said he was using a picture of President Biden as a target practice. That he was gunning after the Democrats. And I'm like, I don't know about all that. It's these stories fishing around, but they caught him. They caught a whole lot of explosives and bombs and armor. I'm like, wait, I guess you can make anything you want off.
They filmed it or took pictures and stuff of it
in his house. I got to go back and find the story. But they would say it was so much was happening, and me and my poor eye vision, I'm trying to look and see. So I'm like trying to catch all the story. I'm like, ooh. So they had him up there. They had the picture of him up there. I don't know if they end up did that guy got killed or not, or did he take his own life? It's a lot of that stuff going on. It's another cold, blistery day today in the world. So it's like when I hear about the news, I stopped watching the news because I started getting depressed. So I did like Denzel say, I catch the little breaking news story, then I had to turn that. I'm like, then I had to turn. Yeah. I had to get in reading something, but I've been doing my little exercise lately.
Yeah,
my little chair yoga and my little pedal thing. So
I ain't mad at that.
Keep me busy and stuff.
I'm not mad at that.
I need somebody to help these legs up, baby.
Hey, Molly.
Yeah, what up, y'all?
I'm gonna get Damo for her motherfucking ass.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. He like
Yeah.
that shit. Country ass. He like that shit. I'm gonna put him on for real.
What up, Rodney?
What's up, Beats?
Rodney Glover.
The barriers
Right.
they have on Bourbon Street can be moved during the day. They normally move so that trucks can get in there with supplies. And at night they are placed. I'm sorry. And at night they place the barriers, but they can be moved if someone wanted to move them bad enough. Oh, so they not. They need to have them joints in the ground like what is it, Paris, where they got the barriers that automatically raise from the floor, from the ground to protect certain. They need them joints that stop trucks. They don't need no little cement bags or whatever the fuck they put. They
Well, I
need
I,
guess
something that's really gonna. Because that wasn't the first time this happened. Like it was it was other things kind of like that happened down south. Um,
wow.
so
This
I'm
the first.
so I'm surprised measures weren't put in place.
I
Yeah,
yeah.
guess they thought the worst was behind them. This was shocking to me. And the guy was from Texas, and
yeah.
they said he served the military 13 years and did the reserve. So for you to do your time in the military and then go back in and do the reserve and that's where he got a lot of his tactical training from, probably, and know how
But
to.
I feel like they always use that though. I mean, I'm not saying it's not true. I ain't saying it didn't happen, but I feel like they always use that. He was in the military and he had a background. I don't know. And they ain't show no pictures of like the bombs he's supposed to be making or anything they found or
They
thing.
showed him,
Uh,
and he looked like a regular black guy to me.
uh, yeah, you can use anybody to, you know, put some shit on. They've been doing that forever. Say they did this and did that, they put their ass away, and the whole country is behind it, or whoever's feeling a way about it is behind it. I don't know. I'm not saying it's not true. I just got look into it a little bit.
Yeah, with the
Hmm.
stories. Well, it's true
Yeah.
that some people got hurt up.
New York had 12 people wounded yesterday. They didn't say
I
why.
heard
It was
about that.
12 teens. Teens, man, they kids. I'm like, how the hell was they wounded? They
Yeah,
was a shootout, they was wounded, was they shot, they hurt. But I guess everybody okay, but they said 10 people. So New
They
York.
said that was that the one when they was going to get into the club? They was standing outside and
Yeah.
somebody just started sniping people off.
Shooting.
It,
Mm-hmm.
it's like these impromptu attacks. It looked like it don't it sound like they all linked together and they set up, especially the one from Vegas that blew up to the one in New Orleans, because they said it's the same truck. The people rented the same truck. Whoever rented that truck was that cyber truck. Whoever rented that cyber truck is the same people that rented the truck that was used in that in the killing in New Orleans.
Mhm.
I think,
Yeah. I don't believe a lot of these people. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, we post or say anything on Instagram, you
this
get flagged.
allegedly, but this
Facebook,
was
you get flagged. So it's like y'all can pick up all these little things, but whenever something happen in the real world, they just so confused. Cameras don't exist no more. There's cameras
Yeah.
everywhere, dog. They can track phones. They know everything about what you doing, and it'd be weird after they catch the guy. They know everything about him. Well, he been planning this for a
What's up,
year.
Charles?
He's a
Good morning.
tourist, this and that. He's a
morning,
tourist.
Josh.
I'm like, man, they be, and they always die by suicide, by cop or something.
Well, these didn't die by
I was
suicide. The
like,
What's
they
up,
on
police
some
picked
Josh?
real
him
shit.
up.
Yeah, I know that
Charles
one.
Wells in here. Rodney in here. Josh is in here so
What
far.
up? What up?
Day two, y'all. Day
That's
two.
Slicky, Charles Will. That's
Oh
Slicky
yeah,
Will.
I'm calling the shit out. My bad, Slicky. He said he back on
suspended.
YouTube though.
Okay, he back.
Yeah.
I give him 10. I give him 10 A's. He be back off. Suspend 30 A's.
Yeah, woo boo. Slim, what's up?
Look, he said, "Oh, let me do a disclaimer for my brother Charles Wills. This is so I won't look like I'm a hoe. Y'all know And y'all know y'all don't take me literally when I say every man's my boo, right?
Yeah.
And he said that and people say, oh, she a hoe. Every man's her boo. It's a joke. I have a sense of humor. And my thinking in my mind, every man in the world wants me. But I tell them no. Okay. So
I got a friend for you though. I got a friend for you. I'm dead ass. He like big girls, big women. That's his shit. That's his speed right there. So you might have you a little top contender.
He'll help me get fit.
He fit. He can get you where you want to be.
Yeah, that's what
he can lift them legs up. He like that shit. He like them big. Yeah, he get you right.
That's what my son father said. I was supposed to lose just 30 pounds so I could go to the military back in the day and ended up pregnant. So that I'm gonna get you down. I'm gonna get you. The next thing I know, I was pregnant with pumpkin belly, pregnant with 8 pounds 2 ounces. He done add more weight to. I'm like, I ain't never getting into the military.
Yeah. Well, my friend ain't trying to have no kids. He ain't got to worry about that. He ain't trying to have no kids.
So he tried to work me out of me, get the legs up so I can finish doing my chair yoga and everything so I can lift my legs up and namaste and do what I need to do. I'm grateful.
All right, yeah.
Bring them on. I can't even find my walk. I wanted to go out to the grocery store. And when I came back from North Carolina, I don't know if I told anybody, my knee, my right knee was like locked or swollen. I don't know. It's really heavy to try to walk and it won't bend. And my aunt think I just got fluid on the knee. I might have overdid it. And that's because I was trying to climbing in and out of that damn bed in the hotel. But I need to get these lubrications. I need to get my joints lubed again. I need to get my chassis done and rotated. You know, I need to.
Rodney said, "Don't save your ass because you don't want to be saved." He said, "Don't save it, Trey. Don't even do it." Oh, he got a video up too. He got a video up.
I gotta be saved because I'm going to a wedding in August. My little cousin is getting. She's like my own daughter. Like I say, a win for one is a win for all. She's getting married August the 30th of 2025, and I gotta be there and in shape so I can catch the bridal bouquet. You know when they throw that bitch out there, I gotta be like throw them bows. I gotta be able to.
Not gonna like tackle somebody for the joint.
Yeah. The last time I was at a wedding and my cousin was looking back at me, she said, "Reese, I'm gonna throw it to you." She threw it right at me, and I went to grab it, and this girl jumped in front of me, and all I could say was, "It was a slow motion." I was so mad
pushed her ass down.
I was so mad at her. I was there. My cousin was like, "I threw it to you. You let her take your."
He got a video up too.
We got video. Okay, we got footage.
Yeah, he got video up. Yeah.
For anybody that didn't know, in 1582, Pope Gregory XIII changed the calendar to a Gregorian calendar. Originally, the new year started in April, and the Gregorian calendar started in January 1st. For hundreds of years before this occurrence happened, it was a 13-month calendar based on the cycles of the moon. It doesn't make sense that January would be the start of the new year when in the spring, April, is when everything starts to blossom and grow. In Ethiopia, they're in the year 2017. Yeah, you heard me correctly. And us, we're going into 2025. The only reason is because they still follow the 13-month calendar. It's also important to mention that the first Bible in Africa came from Ethiopia. And that whole stigma about April 1st being April Fools ties into this. Me personally, I believe that the new year starts in April around that time because this is hibernation time. This is get in your crib and run for cover. You could feel the changes in life. You could feel a new spark once spring starts coming around. We're on a biological clock, and people seem to forget that. Question everything.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. When I kept saying it, because we go by the Gregorian calendar, and Molly was telling us, we were talking about it was 13 months, and they took one away. I can't think of the name of that other month.
I forgot the zodiac sign.
Yeah, me too. Oh gosh, I
I
gotta
forgot
look
what
it
it
up. I
was.
can't think of it.
Hmm.
So it was 4 weeks. You know, that was a month, 28 days, 4 weeks. And we even say 4 weeks now is still a month. That's what they go by. Oh, 4 weeks, you know, and that's only 28 days, people. And that's why I said this time is whatever we make it. Look how we took time and we moved stuff around and switched it around and made it to fit what we wanted to fit. Isn't that interesting? Who says that the hours that we counting is correct? We don't know. Who says, because especially that day, I never understood that hours spring forward and fall back. I was like, who? Well, what about other places that don't even recognize daylight saving time? Do they hours spring forward and fall back and all that stuff too?
Hmm.
That part never made sense to me. But because my
Hmm.
grandparents was farmers, I hear a lot of what they say about the world and the way things is, the world and the earth we live in. Because I think back then when they were coming up, they were closer to everything because they were naturalists. They was closer to the land because they was tilling it and digging in the soil and the land, and they were
Yeah.
closer to understanding animals. And it seemed like there was a lot less diseases back then than it
Yeah.
is now.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but every time you turn around, there's something new.
Yeah. I mean, back then, especially in well, especially um way back when they were on, like, they know how to read shadows. I forgot the name of the device that can be sit on a flat surface,
A
and they used to be
sundial,
able to. Yeah, I think that might be it. Yeah, to be able to determine the
sundial that
time
can
of the
read the
day.
hours.
Yeah, and based off the shadow itself. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
they was on way more than, they ain't need no GPS or no iPhone or no no smartphone or device to tell you where you at. They already was tapped in. The type
So
of
there were
knowledge I wish I had, honestly.
There was a sundial. I think it is the sundial tray that tell you the hours, and also where a stick could tell you where the water was. They had a stick for the. I'm like, well, how did y'all know where to dig a well at? And how did y'all do? How did they get? How did
Oh,
they?
what's the thing with the stick? Because I haven't heard that before.
It's a stick. That looks like a Y, some kind of a stick, like a regular piece of ground, and when it turns, whatever, you turn the way wherever the stick, and it can help you find water.
Yeah, but how? Oh, you don't know.
The stick turn. I don't know. The stick
Oh,
turned. Anybody can? It's somebody out there. Look it up. L.A.
what's
Josh
up? What's
Preston
up,
D
Kenneth?
with the
Kenneth said
stick
the
that
new
let
year
you know
starts
where the
when I
water.
wanted to.
Look, and shit
Be there
is when
Sunday.
you
I'm
wanted
partying
to as
already.
well.
Shout out to Slicky. His birthday coming up too on Sunday. Yeah,
Nicky birthday is Sunday.
yeah.
He gonna be the big 6-0.
That's what's up, Slim.
That's
You
a
got
that's a
yeah.
that's a blessing.
You got to live long enough, to get old and talk about it. So I'm all for that. You done made it another year.
And y'all know, everybody that know DJ Slicky Woo Boo know that he sit back and talk his shit's net. He is the most shit talkingest person that I ever met on this side of
You can't
creation.
be no soft minded person around Slicky. You can't be soft minded. If you all fragile and shit, then Slicky not the one for you to hang around. Cause he gonna
No,
crack on your ass, and I hope you just ready to to say something
no,
back or something. Cause he ain't
he
about to play
he's
with your
he
ass though.
he's rude
Slicky,
and
I need some
cruel.
more streams too. I know I ain't really been my phone as hard over the last like week, but I need some more streams. It's the new year, so don't give me what I'm
And
looking
don't
for.
fake on a person. Speaking of New Year, new music, we have an artist. Her name is Rizzy. She's gonna come on the show. She's from the DMV, a young girl. When I say
Okay.
young, she's 24. Young, I shouldn't call her a young
Mm.
girl because she's a grown woman. I should say younger. How do I address it?
Young lady is fine. You're still a
Younger,
young lady.
okay.
Still a young lady.
Young
Yeah.
lady, and she got some very racy and explicit lyrics, and she's a singer. So her
What's her genre?
management,
What's her genre of music?
I want to say R&B, but
Okay.
she's
Okay.
gonna come on for y'all. She'll be actually here on the show on Monday because she couldn't come today or tomorrow. So Freaky Friday would have been perfect. I might get her back on another Freaky Friday because they said just stuff be a little like that, little in them streets.
Little
like
raunchy, little steamy to
there
it.
you
Yeah.
go, perfect word.
Uh-huh.
Raunchy.
Okay.
So yeah, so I can't wait for you guys to meet her. I talked to her briefly yesterday, and her management team, Mr. Kennedy Lee McFerguson. So he's supposed to have been on the show today too, to introduce Rizzy. So
I think it's better if they can come together, honestly.
Well, they are going to come together, but I wanted him to see what kind of show that we do. And I told him, I said, look, we have a panel of comedians. And she said, well, I could be a comedian too. I said, they're always cracking jokes, girl. They always cracking jokes. So the audience and stuff, I said, so be ready for it. So
well, let them know that you got a variety or whatever too, because we're not, all of us not, comedian. I know a lot of y'all are, but all of us aren't. So I don't want them. I want them to know some regular people that do join the joint too. So you ain't got to be a comedian to get on or crack jokes and shit to get on. You could just be yourself and get on.
Be yourself. And
I'm surprised you didn't send them one of the live. I would have picked one. I wouldn't have sent a live joint because you don't never know what happens. But I would have sent them a couple select videos to look from. I mean, to look at for if they want to. So you got the platform. You definitely got the platform for it.
And I told him to come on and see. And they could go on. I told them YouTube and Facebook to come on up on here, and I'm gonna find out where Mr.
I got you.
Kennedy Lee is at.
I got you, Woo Boo. I seen that message. I'll look at it in a second. Reese should do an interview. Oh, hold on. Reese should do an interview with the shower.
With the what?
With the shower head for Freaky Friday. Hi, I'm Althea McFarlane, and this is my shower head. AKA Happy Endings, AKA
around it with a hose.
Yeah, that's why y'all be using those shower heads like that. Okay. I'm going to clean the shower next time I get in that motherfucker, because that's why y'all like them shower heads and shit like that. Okay.
It's the
yeah, I don't look at shower heads no longer the same. Every time I go take a shower, wow.
That's why she had the hole in the ceiling, because she kept asking to turn that water pressure up, Slim. That's why I told you. That's why she had the water problems. Not because the building old, because you forcing too much water through that joint. You looking for too much pressure.
I'm like, man, I need to find my shower head some action. Then I need to over here.
It's
my shower head a virgin over here, man.
Yeah, you take it off. It's the different pulsating. It helps your shoulders. It massages your back and your shoulders. It's really good when the water is hitting on your lower back pain and shoulders. It's really good.
Okay. Yeah, that's what she looking for. Okay, I understand now. Josh was saying that. What's up, Lee? Josh was saying, yeah, good. Talk about the video. The video, the first one was about whether we kind of agreed that there's 13 months and when the season or the new year actually starts. He was pretty much educating people that they being lied to. So we didn't have a lot to say about that, but there is another video up that we can, watch.
Yeah.
There's no scientific evidence.
The Almanac too. The Farmer's Almanac used to tell you guys where the start of the new year was when you followed that as well too.
Yeah, I'm using that now so I can know what you can grow and what is gonna not flourish and stuff in the right season. What's up, Lee?
Think about it. Everybody New Year really their birthday. Like that's a new year for you.
That's a new year for you.
Anniversary.
Yeah.
You only born once.
Another
but
year.
Every year that you're given after that is your anniversary to the world.
Yeah, it's still a new year you going into though.
For
you could call it anniversary, but you and your couple, if y'all in anniversary, that's another year y'all done made. A new year added to
for real.
what y'all been doing. It's 5 years, this new year gonna make 6. So they can say however they want to say it. It's still a new year, new you. That's why they make all these New Year's revolution. New Year's is gonna be a new me. That's because it's a new year. It's the same shit over and over. We put the
Another
new on it
rotation
for some
around the
reason.
sun.
I don't know why we do that, but it works
I
out.
know, yeah.
You know why we do it? We jump on to everybody else's BS. Whatever the world do, we jump on. Not everybody, but you know what I'm saying.
Hey Lee,
That's why we do
I know
it.
you see that. I know you see that comment with your glasses on, Lee.
Yeah.
No, I actually don't. Actually, I don't.
Ronnie said,
Oh
"Hey,
well, I'm
Lee."
gonna read it for you then. That's what I like to do on the show. I like to assist. So it's it says hi Lee. It says I've named my shower head Lee for the year.
Wait a minute. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That means you trying to assault me.
That's Ronnie.
Yeah, he's using a in between. It's a vessel in between you and himself, since he can't get to you the way he wants to. All right, let's see what this video talking about.
What are you saying, Lee? Lee mic a little
low.
Hold on. Let me do something real fast here. I know what you're doing.
In 1998, black kids learned how to fight fires. Now they learn how to take standardized tests. Trey cutting up, not no more than I usually do. I'll be chilling.
It's mind blowing to me, y'all. Black children in 1898 in Long Beach, California, are learning how to fight fires, how to be firemen at school. In that same year, in the same location, 1898, Long Beach, California, black children were learning how to make shoes. Same year, same place, 1898, Long Beach, California, black children at an orphanage are learning how to make and repair furniture. Nowadays, your kids learn how to sit still for 8 hours a day and fill in bubbles for a standardized test that benefits the state, that benefits the school, that benefits the government more than them. This is the problem with public education. We need more of this. We need to go back to this. And we need to get away from this completely, because it's truly failing our kids, even if they pass the test.
Yeah.
Because school just teaches you
to know how to be, because they're teaching us to pass the test. We have to learn what's on the standardized test. I remember taking them, the Maryland functional test. I was psyched because I got the high school. You could go on one of those tests, and my high school gave me a shout out. That was Forestville Senior High back in the day. Gave me a shout out because they said I was the only one in the entire school. They got a perfect score, and I guess that was a big deal for them. I didn't know why it was a big deal, but the higher the score or higher you score in the percentile would be more money that they were giving the school to do what it do, right? Government grants,
because it shows that the school system is working. The higher the GPAs and everything. I mean, I love the education for. I mean, I don't know. The older I got, the more I started to look at school like, okay. Well, people say I'm educated, okay, but it's on how you can retain information. Who can retain the most? Who can soak up and absorb and retain the most information?
Yeah, Josh.
What did he say?
Josh, he go with his receipt.
You gotta go look it up. Forestville Senior High School.
No, I ain't gonna look up that, man. You put to have that in the frame.
Maryland functional test.
Put to have that in the frame.
That's that.
Nah, I believe
that's that. Go look it up.
I believe you. I know some smart kids. My daughter, one of them, she be acing all the tests. So I be still, trying to teach her stuff outside the school. But at the end of the day, they used to test the whole school. Like we had 2 kids that got perfect scores, but when they add the rest of the kids to it, it brought our GPA down. So we had little meetings and we got to get our scores up. They saying we one of the worst schools, and the whole time we wasn't smart. We just one of the baddest kids. So when they made us all sit down and actually take the test, we scored just as high as all the schools in the whole area. We was 3rd, but they don't really just take one person's score and say we're going to give money to this school because they got one smart kid. They normally give that kid a scholarship. but they take the whole school total. So if all y'all was smart, that's probably what it was. It's probably a group of y'all. So
my English teacher, Miss Gray, rest in peace. I don't know if she's living or not now. Miss Gray, I love my English teacher. I was in high school. But you're right. I was scholarship bound and a lot of stuff bound, and it was taken from me. But not like y'all think it was taken from me. I ain't even gonna get into that part. I ain't even gonna get into that part.
But why you think they teach his kids differently than they in school? I know y'all was smart in school, and that's what he's talking about. Now y'all and us sitting in classes and filling in bubbles, and we brag about it. Well, that wasn't teaching you about real life. He said back in the day they was teaching these kids how to be firefighters, how to actually work with their hands. Every day they learned something. Meaning that they learn something that can help them in the real world. We talking about school, but why is it different now? I like what they was doing back then.
I like that actually. I do like that.
That's what I want to hear. How do y'all feel about what he was saying?
When I came up, we had this thing called Votech. They learned us how to metal shop, how to fix cars, how to make furniture, how to do hair. We did cosmetology school and nursing in high school. And don't forget our computer labs.
We did have that too, though.
Finances. They taught us how to do accounting. We had an accounting class. They had computers was a big thing. They taught us computer classes. A lot of stuff that they don't teach in the same way that they did when we was coming along. You know, so I now I don't know what to say. They took. Hell, when I was coming up, they gave us recess in elementary school because they knew the kids needed time to run around and burn up the energy. They took that out of school. They took physical education out of school. They took a class called health out of the curriculum. So what they doing now, I don't know. Everything is to teach you not to fill in bubbles, but now you're clicking on the computers. Education is changing. And are we failing our kids miserably? I think we are, because you got to have something other than book smarts. You got to have common sense. And they don't teach us common sense. They don't teach us critical thinking. They don't, all they want you to do is be able to click in that box, click the right answer. And like you said, Trey, memorize it. If you got a good memory, you're going to pass them tests. It's memory.
Yeah. So, to get good grades and not have taken anything from school, and I'll say that as the youngest person who just, most recent, over the years to graduate or whatever from high school, they had those classes. Like I took digital literacy, so like learning everything about a computer and its ins and outs, not to the IT part of like fixing something, but how to, properly type up a document, how to type without looking at your fingers, like the basic stuff. But all of that was really coaching you for a career path. Use what you can out of it, but we can't, like I say all the time, we can't put the whole school system, on our kids or whatever, and just, we got to sacrifice some sleep, The people that are parents got to sacrifice a little sleep to try to give or sacrifice a little time to try to give their kids stuff outside or because we totally hand our kids over. And so watching parents do it and them not knowing anything, the parents don't know what the hell they're talking about, so they can say, I learned how to do such and such. And like, okay, yeah, but the parents don't know nothing about that shit. So they don't ask them for help. Don't so we not. The kids are like getting away from the parents. The parents are falling behind because the parents aren't keeping up with the times, and you don't have to learn what your kids learning in school. But I would like to see some type of parent to child to parent sharing of this information. And
also when my son was coming up, and I think Molly spoke on this before. They hold us back. They hold our children back. Like when my son was entering school, preschool, kindergarten, all of that, he could have been skipped to the first, but they wouldn't do it because of his age. And I disagree with that. I think if the child is smart enough, let them go to the level that they're supposed to, because you're holding that child back and you're making them not like school because they're not learning anymore and they bored and they're sitting there with nothing to do. You know, if your mind go to that level instead of holding you back, because I believe when they hold them back, that diminish whatever enthusiastic light that they have to learn. Because you like, I already know this, and then the other kids going to get mad and pick on you because you already know the answer. Oh, you think you smart? Oh, just because you know how to spell your name, your numbers, address, everything, you get in this. Oh, you think you smart? You get picked on as a teacher's pets, and you get picked and bullied out because they will not put you on the level that you're supposed to be.
It's cool to be a nerd now.
So you thought that you thought that he should be
No, the school they tested him. He was above, but they said because of his age, they don't have a program. I couldn't afford private school.
It's only kindergarten, you know. So
I couldn't afford private school.
What grade was this? This
when
was
he first started school.
When he first pre-K or
kindergarten, back to the first, right?
They try and let you
reading and spelling. He was above his, you know.
I mean, but they want to make sure that you still wiping your nose and all that shit first. They want to be on that shit. That's why. If your grades was if your intellect and all of that was, they would take you
coloring and you just
there's nothing.
ABCs, your 1, 2, 3.
Not. He knew all. He was spelling.
They don't even let you start school unless you know.
He was spelling words like basketball and baseball and stuff like that. He was different. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yeah, I believe it.
I believe it.
They don't have his
age.
I believe it, but it's not because of his age. It's because he wasn't doing anything excelling enough for them. Because a school will take you. A school will snatch you up. There's kids at 6, 7 years old that got. I'm not saying that is what happened in your situation. I'm saying when there's kids I know personally that are 8 years old, 9 years old, and the parents are already having discussions about college because colleges are already looking out. So they will reach to you if your grades and all of that is so above a certain level. If it's above, then they'll like that. That's cool. But if it's out there like that, they will look for you. Schools and private schools and stuff will look because they'll want GPA students like that to boost their overall GPA so they can get those grants and stuff.
Well, they wouldn't because they said he was too young, and they said that he couldn't play with.
Yeah, he was too young.
They wouldn't put him on his level, so he had to sit there. And the teachers would tell you they just put him behind their desk and gave him.
You hear me, Josh? You hear me, Josh? You know.
That was the thing at one time that they did. I mean, I started school when I was 4. And then they put me out of school because of the segregation rules, and then I didn't go back to school till I was 6, and I was
he
like
was speaking 2 languages, Josh.
Yeah, and then I started back to school. Okay, right. And then I started back into when I was 6, but then they pushed me up really, really fast, and I was in 3rd grade by the time I was 8 years old. That's what made it.
You're supposed to be in 3rd grade.
Well, maybe because he was starting out. This was his first time. They would not put him with it on his level.
That was a rocky
They kept him with the younger kids. And he was speaking 2 languages. He spoke English and Spanish.
Breezy, you keep forgetting this boy 4, 5 years old, right?
You come on now.
That's what you gotta understand is that they don't test kids at 4 or 5. Can you read, write, and they not giving them tests. They just give them coloring books and draw letters and you draw your alphabet. He might be smart at that, but that don't mean you should get skipped to where they doing multiplication.
The teacher said this, Molly.
No, I believe
didn't say it.
I'm just saying they don't.
All we could do is sit him behind the computer, let him play all day. Because while the other kids are learning the ABCs, how to write it.
He already knew
it. He's reading books. He already did this stuff. The color. He's speaking in Spanish and in English. I had him boy watching 2 types of shows, Spanish and English.
All right, so Slatak can speak Spanish fully right now. Then, if he was talking at 5 years old, speaking 2 languages,
don't say he lost it.
Language. You don't lose it.
All he retained is what he was learned, what he was taught.
He was taught that before school. If he learned how to speak full Spanish while he just started school.
Before school started.
No.
How many 4-year-olds know their colors, they numbers?
What's up, Francine?
I go to the bathroom,
one of my people. What's up, love?
Say, how are
Good
you
morning.
and all that stuff in Spanish. Tell me how many 4-year-olds know that.
A lot of them now, they programmed to learn. My nephew, I don't even know what they saying.
32. Tell me how many.
Oh, I don't know. 32 years ago, because
I'm 30 years old, so I wasn't even conceived.
They wasn't teaching you that in class.
I understand what you're saying out there. See, back then, you're talking 30, 40 years ago. It was pretty hard to even for a black person to even get into school, more or less, to be challenged with that mental aspect of learning. We had it hard back then, even at the age of 32. Hell, I'm 60 plus years old. It was a hard challenge. You got to learn English, and then you know that America had no language, and they telling you got to speak this. Then you got people burning down your schools and stuff. We had it hard to learn and meet, and it starts at home. Again, I'm gonna say it starts at home. If your parent is aware, and see nowadays these parents don't have time. They don't have time.
Ask Just.
No, I'm saying
was reading and writing.
Shit, he can lean over the counter and say something in Spanish to us. We ain't gotta call nobody. He could just.
I mean, I'm just no.
Do y'all realize Latin was the language even for medical terms? That's what they used. That's how your prescription for your doctors was written in Latin. That's something that we were supposed to learn that we did not learn.
And this is what I'm saying. They held him back. They didn't let him learn on the level to keep his trajectory when he started school. They didn't keep him up with the other kids. They said because he was too young to be with the other kids. The teacher said in preschool and kindergarten, only thing we could do is let him sit
but the teacher, did you reach to anybody above a teacher? Because a teacher is nothing. That's like asking the janitor about what the school system going to do. Same thing. They have no power, have no nothing. They might have some insight. That's nice.
He was 5 years old. We keep forgetting that. If he was like,
they do have a test where you can skip to your level.
If he was like 11 years old in the
but did you talk to anybody?
But
did you reach to anybody?
Not worrying about it.
Well, the school system and the principal and the council said that they did not have any program.
Right, it don't matter what you ask. Reese gonna know she did it. She asked. Ain't no cool. This 5 years old. Ain't no way a 5-year-old getting scared. No, I'm telling you did. I'm telling you did everything that he gonna ask you if you did. Don't matter what he asked you. Did you ask the principal? Reese gonna say she talked to the principal. She talked to the school attendant. All of that. He was 5 years old. There's no way you could test a 5-year-old out of kindergarten. Like
yes, you can.
He supposed to know how to color.
Hold on. Can I ask you a question? There's a young. Hold on out there.
I can't hear.
Hold on for a moment.
Why it didn't happen?
Hold on for a minute. Out there, hold on for a moment. There's an 8-year-old and there's a 12-year-old that's graduating college right now.
Pull it up.
So they have those programs now. They did not have it for us back then.
Put it up.
All they had for us was trade schools.
So who was Martin Luther King? Did Martin Luther King graduate at 14? Did he go to college? Is he black and did he go to college? Martin Luther King Jr., the one y'all got the date for, how old was he in college? Because it was possible when he did it. Ain't he older than y'all?
That's not what we said. That's not what we're
saying. These programs was possible.
Nobody else did.
He got skipped before he became Martin Luther King.
No, we had one-room classrooms in the South. It just depends
not
on
your age, Lee. Is she? How old is y'all apart from each other? Because Lee keeps saying slavery shit. We shared a video. He said we was teaching kids how to do this in the 1800s. So it's just like, when was you born, Lee?
I was born in the 60s.
Yeah, they had schools in the 60s.
Actually, I was born in 60. I was born 1960.
Yeah, you was good. You was in the 70s. You went to school in the 70s. You was good. I don't know where all this weird stuff coming from. Y'all was getting taught because y'all brag about how they was teaching y'all all this nice stuff, and then to turn around, y'all wasn't getting taught nothing. Like,
no, what it is it depends on the regions and where you were educated.
Oh, okay.
That's basically Baltimore, they had a lot going on, but you had to be affiliated. It wasn't what you knew, it's who you knew.
Okay.
Like we had colleges in Pennsylvania. I was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I was on the Air Force Base. When I got to Pittsburgh, I was in the Hill District, straight up hood. I'm talking in the gangsters part of Pennsylvania, one of the hardest parts. Steels, mills going. People didn't go to school. They had a few colleges, Cheney States. You didn't have men and women going to the same schools at that time. Men went to one school, women went to another school. So
that's still school though. Y'all can make it break.
Highland Park,
all that is still
Highland Park Kids Start or pre. They even called junior primaries back then. But he went to Highland Park. Then he went to Riverdale Elementary, what happens to be a bilingual school in Riverdale, Maryland. Okay, he was in a mentorship program and all these other programs because Tyree did test. The school said they did not have a grade to put him in because he is 4. They could not put him in a class with 6 and 7-year-olds. They said
they would though.
But why would they put him in there for? Why would they? Like he's 4 years old. He belong in pre-K. It ain't no pre-K. He's so smart. He belongs to 6, 7-year-olds.
Only his age is in pre-K, but his learning.
I couldn't start to kindergarten when I was young. They ain't had pre-K in the school that I went to, so I had to wait till I was 5 to start kindergarten. But I already knew how to use the bathroom. My mother made sure I knew my ABCs and everything before I left. I knew my address. I knew my phone number. It's stuff that we had to learn before you leave the house. And just because we know those things don't mean we should get skipped because some kids in our class don't. That's the things you learn in kindergarten, how to color, how to stay in the line. It ain't really nothing to do with.
Why you not listen to me when I'm talking?
You not listening to me when I'm talking. You trying to go outside
of what the curriculum actually is for his age.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
You're trying to boost it and you're making it more than what it is, and it's not.
In kindergarten, you trace stuff in kindergarten. They don't ask you, like, what is the capital of the United States? How do you spell this word? They don't ask you to speak in this language. They don't ask you to speak another language. That's all I'm saying. If he was like in 7th grade, then yeah, you got a case. But kindergarten, you don't have a case. There's no way you can
research. I need to go back and do.
So he graduated. He graduated top of his class and everything, right?
Was spelling words.
And he should have still knew how to spell words the next year and the next year to get skipped. All the kids
and
that
just
were smart in 1st grade, they were the smartest kids in 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, and they got skipped.
That it makes them lose their enthusiasm for learning. Because
I said that too.
There and you can't learn because you held back.
Kindergarten, Reese, kindergarten. What kindergarten you know a 5-year-old that's lost enthusiasm on learning because they know so much and they can't do nothing with other kids?
What kindergarten you know they numbers?
My daughter went to kindergarten. All my nephews and them went to kindergarten.
I didn't go into kindergarten not knowing shit.
Baseball. See, y'all making a joke. I'm being serious.
They are.
Because I didn't go into kindergarten not knowing the basics. That's the basics.
Don't play with me or my son. I
know the basics.
We not.
It's the basics. It's the basics, though. You're making the basics.
Hey, guys, hold on. There's a young man by the name of Michael Kearney. He was 6 years old. He graduated in 1990 from high school.
The fuck, man, get out of here.
That means that it can happen.
That's in the Guinness Book of Records. That's in the Guinness Book of Records.
All right, get out of here.
Right. So
you believe that? If I told you that I know a 6-year-old that graduated from high school, you believe me?
You know what?
8-year-old, just because he got passed on.
We know you didn't do it, but somebody
did. Who then put him up? Stop just saying it. Show proof. Show proof.
So you're gonna say Benjamin Franklin didn't discover
No, I'm gonna say show
either.
proof. I want to see show proof. Don't just
I just told you.
No, you told me don't mean shit. You told me it's hot outside. That don't mean it's hot.
I said Guinness Book of Records.
Okay, Guinness Books of Record is a kid.
1990. Michael Kearney. Google it. You're fantastic with that. You know.
Yeah, I Google it, and just because and that's what blows me. It works for him, but somehow it ain't work for Reese Kid. He can graduate. That's the argument. You making an argument that it can happen, but she making an argument that it couldn't happen because back then they didn't do that back then. You made an argument they didn't do that back when we went to school. Now you make an argument in 1990 when her kid.
1990. You're saying 60s and 70s.
Exactly how old her child is. We was born in that late 80s, early 90s, Lee. Meaning this class and everything was available. If he can do it, meaning that everybody that behind him can do it afterwards.
Again, like I said, it's not what you know, it's who you knew.
All right, never mind. I ain't gonna talk about it. Y'all believe it's 70?
Maryland ain't got no charter schools. Different areas, different programs, different school districts.
That's all I'm saying.
And they did not have it.
All right, it makes sense now why y'all believe all the shit that people say. Like you believe that a 6-year-old went through 12 years of school and in 1 year and finished and graduated, then that's on y'all. I don't care if Dennis World Records said the shit or not. I ain't look it up because that just don't make sense. He's 5 years old, he started school. The next year he graduated and going to college. Makes sense of that. So he started school at 1 year old.
There are people born as geniuses, Molly.
Exactly, and they stay geniuses, Lee. And Reese, they don't just fall off because of the school. It ain't no school that can make a kid dumb. You can slow him off. You can't just make him dumb.
Nobody, my son is not dumb.
Exactly, but he an average kid like the rest of us. He don't stand out like anybody else.
Because of his age, they would not let him learn on his learning level. Because
I believe that
they would not let him learn on his level.
I believe that.
Let me ask you something, because it happened to me. When I was in first, second, and third, I had to go to a different class for reading because I was not on the same reading level as the normal first graders or second graders. I was in the gateways. I was in Beavers. I was always above my level in reading. And guess what? They had to send me to a different class for reading.
That doesn't answer anything.
I got an A in math every year. I'm excellent in math. It's not the time I didn't get A. I took AP calculus and all that shit. I was way advanced in math, but my reading was average. Science was okay. They ain't skip me because I was good at one fucking subject. They ain't say, "Oh, you so great in math, we're gonna skip you ahead." Or everything else. You're not understand what I'm saying. I get it. Y'all not understand what I'm saying. I get what you saying because I said it. I'm the one who said it. You said it at the beginning. I got this from Marley. Marley, I heard him say this before. They hold kids back, meaning that if we both 12 years old and I'm a lot smarter than the other 12-year-old, I gotta still learn what he learned, even though I might be way advanced than him because we the same age and we're in the same grade and they keep you there. But if it's kids smarter, they do get skipped. If you smarter than math, reading, English, like my daughter gets straight A's. They asked her, can she get skipped? We said no. I didn't want her in older class with because she still dance. She's still gonna be part of the team, and that's a year they take away from her that she can't. But it's plenty of kids out here that get asked. My friend's son Marvin, his son speak 3 languages. He only 12 years old, but he been speaking this since he was like 6. They wanted to skip him, but he told them no. Know what the teacher did? He make him read in front of the class. He make him do some of the things that help out. He helped them teach the other kids. So it's like teachers find other things, but y'all just be making up stuff that don't make sense. Like 5 years old.
Well,
I'm not saying flat top, not smart, but 5.
But they
you want to turn your mic down now? Just because you're yelling don't make you be winning.
Nah, but I can mute your mic, and it ain't about no winning. That's the part. That's the part y'all need to grow the fuck up. Y'all worry about winning a conversation. At the end of the day, it ain't about winning a conversation. It's about having a dialogue between one another. Understand the video sharing. We went from a video sharing that in the 1800s, how they were teaching black kids how to be men, everyday men, and women how to become fighters and all this stuff. And y'all always make it about y'all and y'all kids and this and this. We ain't never really speak on the video. How do y'all feel about black people being taught something different than today? That was the question I asked you, and y'all still bring it back. Well, today and back 20 years ago, we talking about 1800. Not one time y'all gonna speak on the video because y'all worry about being right about something. I don't even know. I can't prove Reese wrong.
I never got a chance to say anything.
I said it from the beginning.
I can never prove somebody they wrong. I'm not trying to be right. I'm not trying to prove. I'm trying to make sense out of it. I know 5-year-olds, and I've been to kindergarten. I know people been to kindergarten. They don't ask you to get skipped. Now, if y'all want to say kindergarten should get skipped, then say that. That's cool. Now the 6-year-old that's graduating, going to college, that's cool. I don't care no more about that. All I wanted y'all to respond to the video. If y'all believe 6-year-olds developing to get skipped, then Lee, you can respond to the video because
I never even got it. I was just agreeing that the curriculum changed. I don't know what happened just now, but I didn't have it. I didn't even have a dog in that fight right there. I just
you responded to you was back then like it was slavery time for you when you went.
Well, it was back then.
But we ain't asked you that. We was asked you about the kids in the video.
I didn't see it.
Then you should have said it. You responded about shit about you didn't know what you're talking about. It's all right, because now it makes sense. Y'all getting in debates to want to win an argument. I just want to make sense of what the hell y'all talking about. Now, I don't even care to make sense of it. If y'all say a 5-year-old or 4-year-old can fuck around and do this and that, I believe it then. I just take y'all word for now on. It don't got to make sense. It ain't trying to make sense of it. Y'all think kids should get skipped for one good subject, even though he probably be average at everything else? It is okay. Like, if it's exceptional kids out here, I believe they do get skipped. I believe some of them might get held back. It don't really matter. But at the end of the day, I think that they should teach us how to do things hands-on, things that we can use on our everyday life that can help these kids later on in life. That book and just filling in bubbles, yeah, okay, your kid good at that. He can do that at AP level. Like, but we was talking about hands-on work and why they took that away from the school, and somehow it led to my kids should have got skipped, and at 4 or 5, I don't know how we even got there, but that's how I felt about it. I feel like they should bring that back into school, and we ain't got to worry about filling in no bubbles. We can worry about really getting into fields that can help us make some money at 12.
I said they should let the kids learn on their level that they could learn on, instead of going by the age. They do that because of what they say. Well, I want to get the exact word, adolescence, that when you growing up, you got to go grow whatever in stages or whatever. So that's why a lot of people that didn't learn on their level didn't get skipped. Or maybe your school wasn't the type of school that did that, or the program, or whatever reason. I don't know what other people's reason is, but I know that they didn't have a program at his school to accomplish that. For his young age, at his young age, they did not have it. You ask the people who elementary. I ain't got to lie.
Like I said in the beginning, if you actually flourishing like that, because my cousin was vice president of her class and 4.0, actually higher than a 4.0, actually, got a free scholarship and all that to school. Speaking on that, I know it's later times and more advances and all that shit, but they've been trying to offer to skip her since she was young. They've been all been trying to level her up since she was young and advance her since she was young. If your grades is hitting like it should, your school system, no matter what time frame, was going to take you, because at the end of the day, the GPA and what the grade point average of the school system was, even back in that time, mattered. So, and especially when it comes to getting into these colleges, if your grade point average wasn't hitting all through school, your whole school history, you ain't getting into some of these schools these kids getting in. So if you really top tier, you're going to be advanced. And if anybody has a child that's blessed enough to be that top tier anyway, you failed if you didn't take them further.
Yeah, that nigga's
sometimes smart. The system, kids bully other kids for being smart. Kids, everybody is different.
So the bullies won. The bullies won, if that's the case.
Everybody is different.
No, ma'am.
I can't tell
no, ma'am.
Whatever. I'm telling you is what I know and what I experience.
I would have refrained from me saying certain
high
things.
School,
just because it don't make sense.
I got awards for this kid. Okay. And we just knew he was going up, but something when he got his ass in high school, it was a direct shift and change in his mind and his thinking. He said school was a farce. He was bored. So it was
too smart for school.
When he get up and older and had school.
That nigga's too smart for school.
Too smart for school.
You ask him yourself now.
Well, have him come out. If he not at work, have him come out the room. He can do it right now. We ain't gotta call later and all that shit.
Work 7 days a week. Did you not hear me say? Where you
them? Maybe them grades should have been hitting hard enough to not have you working 7 days a week.
Do you think? Look, the decisions you make.
If your curriculum, if your mindset was that advanced, you would not be working 7 days a week, because in 2025 that is not the goal. That is a loss, and that is a big L. If you're working 7 days a week and you have to.
Trey, I don't want to hear that because everybody's.
I mean, okay, so, but you spoke on what he was doing. We didn't hear about that until you told us. It wasn't a part of Ty wasn't, his picture wasn't up there as the video. He wasn't the subject matter. You made him the subject matter. So now that I'm responding and speaking on it, don't shut me down now.
We're talking about changing.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the school curriculum.
Like I said, my cousin with an above a 4.0 GPA is not working 7 days a week, been making money from the get-go.
What I've known.
Yeah.
I did it. I talked to the people. I got the report cards, the receipts for it. So you can't tell me that didn't happen. Why y'all always trying to tell me what I lived didn't happen?
Because you spice shit up, Reese. Everybody know you spice shit up to make it more than what it is. Reese, come on, Slim.
Sometimes I will spice it up, but when it's the truth, it's the truth.
You be spicing shit up,
when I'm joking,
and you know
when I'm for real.
You be trying to add to it. We be asking questions. Y'all get mad. Y'all get mad because we asking y'all questions that y'all can't back the hell up.
I could back it up. I'm mad.
I want to see, and tomorrow, I would like to see all of the accomplishments and everything grand that happened because of his mindset at that age and all that came from it. And if you have a problem, if you're gonna do that Damian Seaman thing, when you tell me you're gonna do the Damian Seaman thing, when you tell me I gotta go look it up now, then it's bullshit.
That to you.
Damian just left.
Yeah,
we made Damian leave. That was crazy. He really
to you. Y'all getting on here telling me about my
life. I believe you. Reason just your story never makes sense. Like,
but when shit don't come together. Shit don't come together.
Yeah, when you say he was in kindergarten, that's the problem.
He could have been a smart ass kid. I'm not saying he wasn't smart.
Yeah,
but you're putting his
smart. He is smart adult. I know that. The nigga can play music, read. He can do a lot of amazing things. So I know he's a smart kid. I'm just saying, like, back then they didn't care to skip kids from pre-K or kindergarten. Like, that's the only thing I was saying from the very beginning.
We kept saying that, and
kindergarten. I was just saying they don't. I said they color. They mostly color. Stay in the line and see if you can trace letters. They don't really test kids in the school, so you can take them outside somewhere and say, I might want to get my kid tested to see if he. But if you ain't do that, the school not gonna do that because at that grade they don't test you. They don't take Stat 9 tests in kindergarten. That's all I was saying. So I said when he got to the first, second, third, fourth, if he'd have showed that same shit, they'd have been coming after him. They said we can't keep him here. That same thing they do to my daughter. They said we can't. I know people. I was in college with my friend Ty,
my cousin that lives here.
Old.
She's right upstairs.
There's a lot of people I know that been skipped. So it's just like y'all ain't talking to people that never been around people that been skipped. So I'm trying to figure out why would you assume that they was trying to skip? They wasn't being nasty or holding them back. It just at that age they don't really skip people out of kindergarten. It ain't really nothing you can show like you exceptional. It's a lot of exceptional kids in kindergarten. They can read, write, and all that. But as time go on, they get the first, second. The other kids start to catch up. You know, so it's like they don't just skip you along because then your kid to get bullied. If he was getting bullied with the niggas his age, imagine he'd have got skipped 2 years in advance. He'd have really got bullied. That's what the thing they be worried about more than anything other than in school. Because a lot of these kids get to play sports. So you playing football, like my boy Marv, they want to skip him. But he'd have been 12 years old playing with high schoolers. They like you smart mentally, but physically you can't play with them.
That's what I said from the whole beginning. I said they did not put him in the class that on the level that he was on. That's what I said. They didn't skip him because they don't have skips for kindergartens and preschoolers. Did I not say that?
You said that school. You said
that's not how you put it.
They was holding him back because they wouldn't allow him, and he was testing to do this. He was speaking languages like they was asking him in there to speak Spanish. Like, nah, that's something you taught him outside of that, and you should have continued.
No, Riverdale Elementary.
It should have. But you're blaming the school system, and that was the whole.
Speak Spanish.
That was the
He
whole
probably
point that we
still know
made
how.
about separating the school system, and you agree with me on that. And when you said that, you highlighted when I said something about separating yourself
Right.
from the school system and it not being all on the school system. So you keep putting the blame on what they didn't do, and that mindset you can't get rid of. You might get deterred because of bullying or shit that other kids are doing that you want to get into. There's things that can deter you, but if you a Ben Carson or you anybody like anything like that, where you got a true leg up and you in a different realm mentally, that's not gonna leave. You can't get rid of that unless you did some type of drug or something that erased your mind. There's no way that that's gonna leave you. Nobody's saying he's not smart. No, you saying all these
No,
things we
he
saying you
definitely
didn't say.
smart.
We trying to get clarity because it all that shit happened for people like my cousin right upstairs. That's here from college right now. Has all of these car, all those things like Molly daughter, has all those things because of school. School is
Well,
100% free
we
because
thought
of
he was
those advances.
down, but for every turn he took he took a different turn, and he didn't do the way we wanted him to do
Right.
it. But whatever, he that's whatever. He got his IT certification right now, but what is he doing? So he's doing whatever course in life that he's turning.
Push
He's
KL.
his own map. He's traveling his own road.
Yeah, he's smart. At the end of the day, he grown too, so he can talk,
Exactly.
he probably ain't like you talking about this shit on here all the time, but at the end of the day, Sly Todd is smart dude. I don't know what he was at 5. I'm just saying any average 5-year-old.
You can ask anybody that know the kid.
They don't try to skip you from kindergarten. That's all I was saying.
They
don't matter even and then we stick into one grade.
Do it.
Yeah, they wouldn't do it. That's what I'm
because
saying.
it's not a thing that they do.
Yeah, that's not a thing that they normally do. But I'm just saying, even
because of his
4th
age.
grade, 5th grade, that's
I
things they do. So it's like we got stuck at, when he was 5, they want to skip him. But now when he was 8, they want to skip him. When he was 10, they want to skip him. That's all I was saying. I'm saying, okay, he wasn't always in kindergarten. He probably the smartest kid in 1st grade. You possibly could have got him skipped. 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, he could get skipped. All these other grades, and you didn't. It was probably good because you say he was dealing with bullying. It ain't always about grades, and it ain't always about 1 or 2 subjects. It's all subjects. So some people be so sharp at math and science, but not good at geography. So it's just like, we're not going to skip you because you still going to be behind on these 2 subjects. So a lot of people like, my kid was smart.
Nothing, Marley. And he was always taking AP classes in high school. He wasn't.
And that's what I'm saying. Then you could have got him skipped. That's all I'm saying. The other years, not from kindergarten. You arguing your case about kindergarten when they normally don't test you that much in kindergarten. But when he was in 5th and he acing and getting advanced on the statin test, y'all worrying about grades. Grades is easy. You just be good and don't say shit. You get a C or B. Some people, but when you take them stat 9 tests, like my daughter take the test, she getting all A's on the test. Of course, her grades gonna be okay. But when you take these stat 9 tests and they see you scoring advanced or a high score, that's when they come after you. It's kids that got great grades, but they statin tests don't be that good. So it balances out. That's why they say, oh, if you got these certain grades, you need this score to get in this school. The higher your GPA, the lower score you need. So you got people that try to get straight A's, so they ain't got to score that high on the test because people don't test as good as they do school work. And some people don't do school work as good as they test. Like I was good at testing. I ain't care to do the work. I ain't give a fuck. I do what I had to do. But when it came to test, I'm going to know all the answers. But when it came to doing the work, did you write that 200-page this? Did you turn in it? Nah. But when it came to the test 80% of the grade, fuck that work. I do literally the test because I know I'm an ace it. But at the end of the day, if I did both, I could have got an ace all together. But that's all it. I believe he was smart. I just think that y'all stuck on the case when he was 5. I don't know too many kindergarten lycees a 6-year-old that's going to college. World Dennis Records. I was like, I don't know now. We went too far. It's some things I can believe, but it's some exceptional kids out here. I believe that. Sly Todd probably was one of them. Who is KLM?
That's
what
Kennedy
up, sir?
Lee.
Okay.
McFerguson.
Okay.
McFerguson.
Sure.
Yes,
welcome.
This is Rizzy's manager. Hey, Ken.
Oh,
hey,
that's
Ken,
Rizzy.
how you doing?
Hey, brother, can you hear?
Did you hear a bit of the conversation we were talking about education?
I don't think he can hear. I think it's
like that signal not that great.
Yeah, I think it's connection mess. He probably popped back in.
He done slid in on a hell of a day. Welcome.
Shoot, y'all sent the live videos though.
I know. I you know.
Damn, it's more than I thought.
Let's just go to the next one.
You want to do the Paul Mooney? We got.
Paul Mooney on point with
Eddie
the factual stuff. They both on point with the conscious jokes and stuff.
Yeah, that's who next. Paul Amonte. Oh, there you go. You back with us, KLM? You can hear?
Yes, sir.
What's going on? Welcome.
Thank you. It's good.
Yeah.
Can you hear us, Kennedy?
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear y'all over there doing big things.
We trying.
Yeah.
So, before we get started on the next video, introduce yourself to the audience and the panel and the people who may not know you. Tell them where you came from and all the good stuff.
Oh, God.
That you do.
That's a book in itself. If you really want to get started on that. Well, to the world that don't know who KLM is, you must be living on a rock. My name is KLM. I am a choreographer, dancer, manager. A lot of people know me from working with artists like Maya, Genuine, Chris Brown, Marion, Marcus Houston, Bow Wow, just to name a few. We got a new future artist about to hit the airways by the name of Rizzy. Got a new single out called Goddamn. Get ready for it, because it's not a game.
Get ready for it. I heard of RZA too. My boy Eagle. He always sending me things on RZA. And I didn't know that was the same person. I said, oh, damn, it's the same exact person. You know, she good so far that I heard. I like the music that I heard. She got the look. She got everything that you mostly need to make it in the industry. What's some of her favorite songs or some of the top hits that we can pull up? Do she got any music on YouTube that we can possibly pull up?
Yeah, her single's on YouTube called Goddamn. Just type in Rizzy and you can hear it. You can actually hear the single.
Okay.
Josh.
Yeah, we got to get you from up under that rock. Yeah, we a lot younger, most of us on this panel too. So, you know, we haven't heard of you. We good that we know you now, you know, but a lot of the artists that you name, we do know about them. So how was it working with them? You know, how was it for you?
It was a blessing for me. I started out dancing on a show called BET Teen Summit with Maya. Then from there went to BET Planet Group, BET Soundstage, BET Sprite Night, 106 in Park, you know, things of that nature. You know, I'm a lot older now, so I have a dance management company called 9.9 Entertainment, and I have a dancing network called Kick and Lead the Moves.
Okay.
So what I do with artists, well, I manage dancers, but what I do with artists, as far as singers, rappers, models, actors, I come in as an advisor. I advise them on how to move in the industry, what to say, when to say it, how to say it, so they don't mess up $1 million deal. A lot of people don't understand. You can say the wrong thing, and your deal is additionally a rap because you don't know. You can't go in there with that street mentality when you're dealing with these record execs because they come from Princeton, Yale, and Harvard, and you just can't talk to them any way you want. Okay. I've been in the game for 47. I've been in the game for 45 years. I'm 57 years old. So what a lot of these artists is doing now, I did it 30 years ago. So they're not doing nothing new.
They just recycling. I hear a lot of sampling out here. You know,
yeah.
It sound like, you know, my boy Eagle, Jose Ross. You sound like an older version of what he been doing and what he been working on doing. So, you know, was any of these artists who was the artist that basically was a nobody that you helped become somebody? I know RZA Nat, she gonna be the one. But
Oh yeah,
outside of
no
that,
question.
who was somebody that or you met early on that wasn't as big as they are today?
I work with an artist by the name of Brother Maniac Major Cameron. He comes out of the DMV. He's doing a lot of things. Work with an artist by the name of Nonchalant. Question Mark of Silence, Black Indian. Yeah, I worked with a lot of people.
Is Nonchalant used to sing 5 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, absolutely.
Outside, where you go outside on the corner, you better get
yeah, that's her.
Okay, that's her. So,
yeah.
Y'all remember her, y'all? Nonchalant.
Rodney said he remember him from Soul Train. You remember who? You remember K? KLM from Soul Train? Who you remember from Soul Train?
He being funny.
I've been in the game, like I said, bro. I work with some of the best, man. So for me, I look at them like brothers and sisters. I don't get starstruck or nothing like that. It was just an honor and a pleasure to be able to work with them, man, and for me to be able to call them my brothers and my sisters, it's a blessing,
Right.
Yeah. And the music game a lot different today. Like today, what's some of the things you dislike or like about the industry? Do you feel like the industry is a lot better today due to the kids could be more independent and make music on their own, or is it a lot worse today because they mostly just sampling, mumbling, or a little bit of both?
Mm-hmm. But I think the main thing for a lot of these artists right now, they got the talent, they just don't have the business knowledge to go with it, and you need both to stay afloat in this industry.
Yeah, I feel you. How do you feel about music turning digital? The fact that there's no hard copies. I miss what it felt like. Same with things like Blockbuster and other things that we all kind of remember. When there was a mission and it was a whole thing to get your family together so y'all can go there and go get popcorn and go pick out a movie together and all that stuff. So how do you feel about music turning digital and it being streamed instead of being bought as a hard copy? Because music is no longer as monetary as it used to be. So artists have to go to different avenues to pull in and continue to pull in.
I understand that.
So how do you feel about it turning digital is my question. Like music turning, instead of it being hard copy, how do you feel about it turning digital? Did you hear? I don't know if you heard what I say. I was asking.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not the same the way.
Oh, it's the connection. The connection. Yeah. So you got a Pro Max. I don't know if somebody Molly, if you around, if you can hear us, you can close out and come back in and refresh.
Kennedy. I don't know what Molly Kennedy.
Yeah.
Is Kennedy still on?
I think he lost connection.
It's frozen right now.
Okay, well, while we wait for him,
and like I said, now he on the Morning Max show. Give Reese your props. You went from Soul Train, everything, man.
He was he never said no Soul Train.
Oh, that was Broadway.
That was Broadway.
That was some shit you was talking about.
106 in Pop.
Yeah, 106. Yeah.
Oh, look like he's back in here now. So I don't know if it seems like it keeps freezing, but if you can hear me, I had a question I was asking you. How do you feel about how do you feel about music turning digital? Because I grew up, obviously I'm a 90s kid, so I grew up on hard copies. I grew up on what it felt like to go to the record store and listen to the 6 little songs they'll let you listen to. You listen to the whole album, I think, in the store, honestly, and be standing there with the headphones on. But all of those things, like them Blockbusters, all them things that made it a thing to go get this product, how do you feel about it turning digital? Because music is no longer as monetary as it used to be, because people are no longer buying hard copies. There are, there's all types of FrostWire and LimeWire and software that, people are stealing music and doing all. So with music not being as monetary as it used to be and turning digital, how do you feel about the change?
Kennedy.
I don't like it. I wish it was the way it was back in our era, back in the 80s and 90s era, where you can actually go out and, support the artist. Now, a lot of times people don't even really know the artist. All they have to do is download, and then it's good, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
So what do you think it takes in today's time to put an artist on the map and keep them there? There is no longer artist development, things like that. I mean, if the artist or whoever's behind them seeks that out and makes them get exercise, makes them get their stamina up, those old school things that made artists household names that stuck. People that I've never met in my time. How do you keep them there?
I think he said hold on.
Yeah, he did say hold on.
He probably heard it though.
I think right now, for artists to stay afloat in the game right now, you got to be serious, you got to be dedicated, you got to be devoted, you got to be hungry, you got to have a love for what you're doing. You can't do it for fun. If you do it for fun, it's not for you. You might as well just work a regular 9 to 5 and call it a day.
Okay.
You gotta want it. You gotta want it more than I do. And if I don't feel you want it, it's a waste of time.
Okay.
I mean, and I'm gonna just put it to you straight. You gotta eat, piss, shit, music all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like every day you gotta study your craft. You gotta study your craft. You have to. You gotta know somebody inside the industry that can give you that guidance, that push that you need. Because like I said, the artists now, they got all the talent in the world. They just don't have the business knowledge, and you need both. You gotta know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that can help you, or you just gotta hope and pray that you meet the right person that's about business and not about no goddamn games, because there's a lot of games out here.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
When you start out with a team, you ain't never lied. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you start out with a team, you gotta trust that team, and you gotta stick with that team. You can't bounce from one team to another. That ain't how it go, because that person may not feel the way your first team felt.
Yeah. Okay.
That's definitely true. So what can you say about working with Rizzy? How she's different from the other artists you worked with before?
Rizzy really wanted. She's dedicated, she's determined, and she's willing to do what it takes to get to the next level. That's enough for me. Like when I ask an artist, why should I work with you? If you tell me you serious, you dedicated, you devoted, and you hungry, I'm sold.
Okay.
I'm sold. But I asked that question to a lot of artists. They can't answer that question. So it's like you gotta learn as you go along.
So, in your opinion, is artist development necessary in today's time with all these advances?
Very necessary.
Because we all know, that. Yeah. Okay, good. Because we all know that anybody can sing a tune, and
some people can't.
I mean, when you go into these labels, they're looking at everything. They're looking at your appearance. They're looking at the way you talk, the way you walk in, your body language, eye contact. They want to see your stage presence. They're looking at everything. So they're looking at to make sure they I's is dotted and they T's is crossed.
So they looking immediately on how they can sell you, how they can market
Absolutely.
you.
That's it. Because you got to remember, this is a money business. This is a male dominant industry. So for a female to come in the industry, she gotta have her shit together.
Okay.
You definitely gotta have it. You definitely gotta have it together.
Okay. Well, we're going to try to see if we can pull one of Rizzy's songs up before we leave out of here, so give them a little sample of Rizzy before she actually come on the show. I know she said she won't be able to get to us tomorrow, so she's shooting for Monday.
Right.
So that should be good. Then I'm going to bring her back on one of the Freaky Fridays, because her music is a little what you call it, Trey? Raunchy?
Yeah.
Is that the word? Is it raunchy?
Risque. It's risque.
I haven't heard her material yet, but from what you saying, it sounds like raunchy, that risky, that put a little steam on it, that after hour.
Sir.
Yeah, so
yes, sir.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
That's that baby making music that she got going on.
Oh, she on that type of time. Okay, we got some. Okay,
yes, sir.
Okay, I'm excited to check her out after I get off of here and see what she's talking about.
Okay, we
oh
got
my
some,
God, Josh.
Photos. Molly, did we pull up the photos of her, or this? She
pulled
has
up the fly. It was a fly. I pulled it up.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it, baby. I don't know.
I pulled them
she
up.
got a show coming up, right, on the 7th.
I did see that flyer.
On the 17th.
Yeah.
January.
Yeah,
at the DNA.
What is it? 2102 Southwest. I think. If I'm not wrong, 2102.
DNA Social Lounge.
It's on U Street.
Oh, 1102.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
Yeah, I know where it's at too.
10 to 2 a.m. That's January 16th. That's on a Thursday. Playground Enterprise.
Okay.
It's powered by. It ain't that powered.
Okay. Hey, I don't know if you want what you want people to refer to you as. I don't want to really call you Mr. K or KLM. I don't know how you want people. How do you want to be? How do you want people to call address you?
KLM is fine. The letter K, the letter L, the letter M. That's fine.
All right, I'm gonna call you K. Okay. All right.
That'll work.
Okay.
That'll work.
Yeah. All right, KLM. At least it ain't Elemental.
Right. Hey, I used to get that too. I'm gonna tell y'all something. You wait for that video to drop. Oh my God, that video is so steamy.
What social platforms is she on?
She's on Instagram.
Okay.
IG.
Is it just Rizzy on Instagram, or is it Rizzy something?
It's underscore it's IT. It's I underscore IT her HER Rizzy RIZZI underscore.
Okay. Okay.
No,
that's the only platform that she. Okay, go ahead.
What genre of music would you say she's under?
It's her music is more for the adult crowd, 21 and over.
No, I mean like R&B, hip hop. I mean,
no, she's R&B. She's R&B for real.
Okay. R&B. Okay.
Yeah, she's absolutely R&B, and she got, like I said, she got a lot. She got a lot to give, lot to bring to the table. I promise you that.
Okay.
I'm with that.
And her video is out now on YouTube, or you can listen
her video be coming soon.
But you can listen to the song on YouTube under
the single. You'll be able to hear the single. The video ain't out yet. The video coming soon.
Okay.
Okay. I added her. I'm Try to share a page. For some
And
reason,
try to listen to
I
the
gotta add her
singing.
first. Yeah, I gotta add her first.
Oh, she got the permissions up.
Well, nah, that just be on the computer desktop.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, they don't pull up their stuff until you add them.
I definitely want to show people where to follow her.
LA talking about, have you been to any of them Diddy parties, KLM?
I used to work with Bad Boy.
Yeah, he said he was at the Diddy parties. He was there. You got your baby on?
Nah, I don't do all that. I don't do all that, man. I mean, I know about the whole Bad Boy in the scope. You know, I had my times with these labels, so I know how these labels moving out here. I know what they're looking for, what they're not looking for. I can actually give you heads up on how to actually go into an executive board meeting at a record exec and come out with the deal. Because I know exactly what questions they're gonna ask you and everything, what they're gonna look at, all of that.
Right.
So I'm like the key to the industry.
Oh, you one of those gateholders, what they call the people?
Gatekeepers is what they call it.
Gatekeepers, yeah, the gatekeepers. Is that what you're trying to say? That you KLM?
I mean, I'm just blessed to know the business, and I'm thankful that I know it, and I'm glad that I surround myself with good people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's what's up. You want to tell the people how you happen to fell into my lap? Like, through Just. I met KLM last night actually, through Just. I talked to Rizzy through my cousin Just. And everybody know Just is the upcoming artist, and his genre is rap, hip hop, and R&B, a little bit of everything, I guess. And that was Captain Records. That's what Just do. So through Just and Eagle, because I believe you're a friend of Eagles too, right?
Absolutely, that's my brother.
See,
from another mother.
So that's how we know these folks. People like, well, how y'all know such and such, such and such? You'd be surprised with, at the end of the day, how you networking and come across people.
Small world, because I introduced Just the Eagle, my partner. You know, that's my business partner. And now I'm just introducing you to Reese. It's just crazy. That's why I said it's all of us supposed to be helping and networking. That's what it's all really about. You wouldn't be here right now. You wouldn't even possibly be on Reese's show. You know, all it took for Justin E get together, and now look, things happening. I think, you know, you and Reese should come back on. We interview her as well. And, you know, we just, y'all can always come back on, man.
Yeah, she's coming Monday. That's how networking works. It's beautiful because I first met Molly and Tom Mo through DJ Slicky Woo Boo. And then Molly, I fell in love with Molly. And then that's how, you know, the circle go around. And I introduced Just to Molly. Molly introduced Just to Eagle. See how intricate working.
Network.
And I was on Next Level Radio. Met DJ Slicky Woo Boo. DJ Slicky Woo Boo turned me on to the Tom Mo show and Molly Mall, and it's just like boom, boom, boom. That's work. That's out there networking, doing that thing, and being open and receptive to meeting new, different people of all walks and talks of life. You know, good vibes, good positive energy, good. So, and that's trying to go somewhere and do something in the industry, whether it be rap, singing, comedy, acting, music, producing, or whatever. That's casting our net out there. That's it. So,
that's it.
Did we cover all the questions yet? All the I can't.
That's just some KLM want to tell us that we might didn't ask. Is there anything that you know you might want to let us people know that's watching?
Okay, so y'all can follow me at www.9, the word point, POINT, 9 entertainment spelled all the way out.com. That's my website. And my Instagram is the 9, the word point, the 9 entertainment spelled all the way out, INC.
All right.
And this is DC Grown, y'all. He's from DC. His artist, he represents the DMV proudly, right? KLM.
Amen.
Yeah, we got a question from the audience. They want to know, what can you do for comedians? Anything you can do? You have worked with comedians before?
Oh yeah, I can definitely plug you into the right people, far as the comedian world and so forth and so on.
Okay. No, that's right.
You hear that, Josh? Reese right here. Y'all hear that? He tapped in. I mean, most likely, if you in that world with the music industry, you probably tapped into people that can get you into acting, comedy, everything.
Yeah, all of that. I deal with singers, dancers, rappers, models, actresses, the whole nine. So my industry connect goes from New York, Atlanta, LA, and Miami.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna be pulling your card because I am the author of this here book, Shades of Blue. I advise everybody to get this book. It's everywhere where books are sold. It's a hard copy. We trying to make this book into a movie, into a series. This is the next thing when 50 Cent get his hands on this and finally read it.
Right.
It's like that. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. It's a good book. That's right. So look, then you got an actor. You got an actress that is actually down with IMDb that's logged in the database. So able to work. An actress, a comedian, an author, a writer, and Molly Ball. He's a super producer. He's a photography. We can run the gambit here. Josh, he's a comedian and an actor. I'm gonna put him in the actor.
Doing
Slicky Woo Boo DJ. Did you say Keisterin? And my boy Trey Money. He can sing his butt off, but I digress. I don't like to push his thing in envelope, but he's a talented.
Well, you already said it anyway, so thank you. I guess you already said it.
I don't know why you so shy. When you got,
I'm not shy. I don't want anybody to put anything out there that I'm not speaking on. That's all. That's all. I don't know why you don't understand that part.
Well, I seen it. I heard it. It was good. I was like, okay.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you kindly.
Thank you kindly. We got singers, comedians on here. We got rappers. We got everything that be on this.
So a little bit of everything. So just welcome to the net, the worldwide net.
That's it.
I was trying to find RZA's song, the one on YouTube. What was the name of it again? RZA.
No, it's called Goddamn.
Goddamn.
Yeah, GOTDAMN.
Amen.
And just type in her name, RIZZI. It'll pull up.
Alright. Oh, it's just the audio, right? No video.
No video, just a single.
Okay. I think I see it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, y'all give us y'all thoughts in the comments. Hey, YouTube, we do not own the rights to this goddamn audio or the visuals or the picture, the image, anything you see in there. We just sharing for.
Is this her with the books? I mean, the boots on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why it's like stop. Oh, here you go. Let me share it to the screen. Yeah, YouTube. We do not own the rights to. I'm gonna still put it up though.
Okay.
Kiss me, lick me, fuck me, till I can't make a sound. Taste me, take me, scratch me, bite me, till I start screaming out. My thighs, yes, they're yearning for you. My eyes can't stop looking at you. These tears coming from you deep inside. My fears, you really fuck my mind. Baby, let me get up on it. Lay me on my back, on my stomach. Would love to hear you going, goddamn. Tell me where you want it, show me who you are. Let me in the shower, make me feel it all. How you did the thing, got me running up the wall. Took me to the freak side, ain't no going back. Licking on my lips, now you blowing on my crack. Oh, we get along, fucking to my song. Playing with my pussy every time you on the phone. Taste it while you gone, love it when we make up. Hear the neighbors thinking, but the shit don't never phase us. I like the way you wink, call me pretty pink. Licking on my lips while I'm biting on the sheets. Tripping when I wake up, now I'm on top. Twisting it around while I'm gripping on your heart. Tell me how you love it, stacking on my booty, holding on my cheeks while it's coming on my coochie. Damn, you had to do me, huh? Now I wanna take my time, give it up more than once. No, I'm not done. Kiss me, lick me, fuck me, till I can't make a sound. Taste me, take me, scratch me, bite me, till I start screaming. Goddamn, getting real deep when you in it. Head on the floor, my toes in the sun. Curling on my toes while you looking in between them. Getting slutted out while you saw me, can't believe them. Goddamn, fucking on the balcony. Goddamn, got me on my harmonies, my man. Sleeping like a rock, giving you the bar. Sucking up the covers while your head is on my top. Oh, you like that? Never going home, never in your feelings, cause you know I throw it back. Leave it where it's at, bustle on your face, cause you licking like a cat. Now you on your knees, begging me to feed. Praying for the sucker while my legs are opening. Flooded like a shower, sucking up the power. And I tell you other hoes where you been for a while. Kiss me, lick me, fuck me, till I can't make a sound. Taste me, take me, scratch me, bite me, till I start screaming out.
I'm gonna eat orange.
Okay. So what did y'all think? What do y'all think?
Nigga Josh, he like it.
The explicit lyrics. He's shocked at the lyrics.
Music,
he said, "Lick me."
Yeah, Josh like it. I mean, that's what sells today anyway, you know. So she's right there. You know, that's what they want to hear.
What is Fing music? What's that?
Say effing music.
Effing music. That's effing. Okay.
Yeah, effing music.
Loving music, making baby music.
Sex music. Kiss me, love me.
Yeah, I like that it sounds like she can go in multiple directions. I see like a lot of like Don Machar type of choreography for her. The way she the sultriness in the beginning kind of gave me like a Victoria Monet. I hear, you know, different sounds for her. I hear different directions she can go in. I would hope that there's some choreography with this. You know, I would love to see maybe some, you know, Don Machar type of visuals. I'm excited to see what comes of it visually. you know, it can go in different directions. So, you know, I like the sound.
Oh, I know she lit. I'm pretty sure she gonna have girls in the videos.
Yeah,
They got the
it's
King of
gonna
Diamond
be.
girls, Atlanta. I'm pretty sure they got a lot of them that's gonna be part of the video. So, and I'm looking at her Instagram. So, you know, she got the look. You know, so it's like, oh yeah, this a
Yeah,
good song. It fit her.
yeah, yeah. I hope that she has some choreography and stuff in this too. That's really what I want to see. Some nice visuals. You know,
Well,
that would be
by
nice to see.
KLM being a dancer himself, you know he gonna have it hooked up.
Yeah, I'm just. It just makes me wonder what
And you
direction she's
already
gonna
know.
go with. Yeah, what direction she's gonna go in with it. Like I hear a couple different artist type of sounds and visuals for her. So I you know, just makes me wonder where she's gonna go with it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So far, you got the thumbs up. She got the thumbs up. So far, they liking it and everything. So and you know, sex sales.
Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love.
Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely look into her and see what she's on. That's exciting to come across somebody I ain't really heard about yet. That's nice. So that's a fresh sound.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we got some more ready to listen. And you know, she know I already told her I'm gonna have her do a little acapella when she get on the show. I already told her. So she be ready. So it sounds familiar
Oh
though.
yeah,
It sounds
she definitely gonna
like I heard it somewhere else before. So it could I don't know. Maybe talking it into existence. It could be part of a movie soundtrack or a game soundtrack. I seem like I heard it before though.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
might have.
definitely feel I definitely feel that some of these movie soundtracks. Some of these TV shows I'm seeing, like some of these Tyler Perry joints that I'm
Mhm.
getting into now. That's real steamy. Cut to a real steamy scene or whatever. I definitely see a lot visually. I hope that with her team, she really hits with the videos and choreography if she has that. If she's gonna incorporate that because she can. You're like he was saying, your team is what's gonna put you where you need to be and present you how you need to be presented. So if yeah, if her PR has clean, she can take it somewhere. You know, I'm excited to see some live performances. I'm big on live performances. You know, so it'll be cool to see her perform.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
her stage show gonna be incredible because I'm behind it, so it's gonna be top notch. I don't play no games.
That's what's up. That's a good thing.
I play no games when it comes to that stage at
That's a
all.
good thing. Yeah,
And
that's a good thing.
I work with nothing but some of the hottest choreographers in the game.
And got up on it. Got up out the chair off that. Okay. I feel you. That's a good thing. That's what she needs. So I'm glad you're the one. And I'm glad you came across with somebody with a background like that. So best wishes to her because it's vicious out here, like you said. So best wishes to her for real.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, at the end of the day, man, it's all about just building that foundation and just making sure that everybody's on one accord.
Does she have another single or another EP out?
She'll debut all that with y'all Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited. I can't wait to get Rizzy on the show. Okay. Excited.
All right, I appreciate that.
Thank you. If you want to stick around, we and that's the end for the conversation. You are more than welcome to. And Molly, we got another video set up for us to our last video today. The comments Tall Tale Thursdays. KLM, you more than welcome.
I had the I can put it back up. I was just sharing her Instagram for the people.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
So they can see, what her platform, so they can all start,
see what the page and everything look like. Definitely. Good looking out, definitely.
She got some stories. Oh, she active. She posted.
She has a nice look.
I appreciate that.
That's the look I want to. Yeah, that's the look I want to see. With that previous hairstyle, that was a look right there.
With the pink, is that the pink one? I like the pink.
Nah, I was talking about the one where she was like looking like Lauryn Hill on steroids. Like she was looking like that conscious one, like that. I love that look for real. I'm excited to see her styles and what she's talking about. Yeah, she look like she rapping one there. She might be singing it, but she up.
So how can I see the story? I can't see Jack nothing. I got to go on IG and see the stories.
I'm sharing them on the screen, so
yeah, that's the platform she's on right there.
Okay.
But yeah, you can go on Instagram and put it. I'm gonna send her profile to the group so everybody can add her.
Okay.
So yeah, she seemed active. Posts a lot. Doing TikTok, she's funny.
Yeah, got personality. That's the part that I like too. Personality. She not in a box, with her look or how she presents.
Okay.
Come on.
All right.
Oh, they working on the video right here. You doing the tub scene. Turn. Good guy. Oh yeah, we gonna see Rich. Y'all got add her. Y'all want to see the rest of the stories. We share our whole stories on here. We got the last joint for the day. I guess the Paul Mooney video.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, but I can share it.
All right.
This nigga Slicky, man, terrible.
Slicky's terrible.
Oh man.
Romans killed Jesus. The Jews didn't kill Jesus. They want to give you somebody to dislike. No, nothing went down in Rome. Just like here, we killed Kennedy. You can always tell when it's an inside job. There's too many stories. Was it 2 girls? Was it 3? Was it a boy? Was it a midget? There's too much going on. When it's outside, it's very clear who did what. Oh no, we can't look at the records until 5,000 years from now. It's always bullshit connected when it's an inside job. That English, that Lady Di shit, inside, they killed that bitch. The queen, that dirty, murdering, ugly ass bitch, she did it. Bitch. That was a hit. Prince Charles didn't want the body when it was alive. He sure broke his neck getting it when she was dead because he knew his mammy killed her and he wanted to cover the shit up. And somebody with that high profile, 10 fucking years later, they decide to have a fucking autopsy. And the conclusion is the driver, her driver. Listen, when you drive for royalty or the fucking government, they check your mama's pussy in your booty hole. The Romans killed Jesus. The Jews didn't kill Jesus. They want to give you somebody to dislike. No, nothing went down in Rome. Just like here.
That's why I love Paul Mooney. To me,
yeah.
he was one of the whatever he did in his personal life was his personal life. As far as his content, his entertainment, he was always entertainment. He brought it to your face. He talked about everybody, white, black, Puerto Rican, Asian, male, female. He talked about everybody, and to their face, and he did it in a way where it was accepting, and they laughed, and it was so funny. Now, he didn't get what they call banned, and he should have talked about the J word. You know, he never got what blacklisted it. Well, maybe he did. Maybe
blackball.
Yes, thank you. He never. Maybe he did. Maybe that's why he wrote for some of the greats though. But he will always tell them like it is. I love me, Mr. Paul Mooney, rest in peace. I had the pleasure of seeing him live at the DC, I'm not DC, Baltimore Comedy Factory when it was live at the Power Plant before they moved it to where it's moved at now, its new location some years ago. So I had the pleasure of actually seeing him perform and meeting him before he passed, and it's just something. He just like raw and unfiltered and uncut and unapologetic, and I just enjoy me some Paul Mooney, and the stuff that he be saying, it be hitting on it. Like we could talk about the inside jobs that he was saying. When it's an inside job, it's 50 million stories. When it's an outside job, when you know there was some outsiders that did it, it's exact and detailed. This person did this, and this. But when you know it's an intel job, because they spin in so many different stories, that makes you think about the stuff that's happening now with the killings and the terrorist attack these last couple of days already in the new year. Remember, he said inside job, you get 50 million stories. Outside job, you know exactly who did what. That's all I'm saying. What y'all think about that?
Paul Montag. What up, Kenny? Sliggy said he met Paul Mooney. I don't know. Paul Mooney always did his little jokes, and he always was funny to me. You know, he wrote for a lot of the greats, but you know, I think all them niggas was gay, and that's why he got away with saying a lot of shit that he said. If he was straight masculine, they'd have been flagged his ass, took him down. He say some shit.
That would have been taken serious.
Anytime somebody else say something
that, I'm
like
surprised you haven't been here.
Yeah, so
they out of here.
He was funny though.
So.
He was definitely funny. He's funny as a motherfucker, and he touched on topics that no straight man can. And that's what I liked about him, because we can't say it, but he can say it. You know, shit. If he write it for Richard Pryor, he can say certain shit, but he was funny, man. And I think they use a lot of history. I like how he snuck it in there, you know, to get away and say certain things, you know, but that's how he got the truth out. I like how a lot of comedians use that to speak a little bit of the truth or they truth. Some things they research, instead of just blatting out and saying, hey, these motherfuckers lied. He found a way to put it into a joke, you know, even mentioning the driver, you know, the 10 years later, like royalty. He's saying fuck the queen. Like, you can't just come out and say fuck the queen on TV, but if you said in a joke, in a comedian way, oh, he was just joking, it's just jokes and da-da-da. Okay. Let somebody else joke like that. That's more straight and masculine. They got rid of his ass. But I like
you'd have been up out of there. Yeah.
And they did. They blackballed him during his career, and I always thought they was doing that because of the rumors of him, you know, of his sexuality. Why they was holding back, not so much because of what he was saying, the content, because it was funny. They're sitting there laughing. They said the J word, no problem. He called the queen a B, no problem. I mean, they might have been like, ooh, but they still laughed. You know, I don't know. I just know that.
And what we want to say, everybody want to call her that. We can't say it. He can say it. So it make it even funny because he's saying all the shit people want to say. That's what make all these comedians funny. It's like, damn, they saying it. They can get away with it too. You know, you can't crack jokes about 9/11. These niggas can. You can't crap about jokes about people getting raped or great. You know, but somehow they can. You know, they make jokes about Diddy taking advantage of kids. Like, how's that funny? You know, Bill Cosby, how's that funny? If it's true, how's all this stuff funny? You know, but they can do that in the comedy world. That's why comedians are the best. You know, they can basically make light of anything. Don't matter what it is, they get away with it because it's just comedy. But minute a white comedian say something, that's what funny. You know, like the trash floating and all that. It ain't as funny as when it. So it depends. People got their picks, but I like when comedians can just. I don't care what it is. It might because they touch on topics that I'd be like, wow, how they even talking about this?
Yeah,
but it's funny.
When that's what censoring, they're trying to censor us now. Like you can't say certain things or the cancel culture and all of this. They try to censor us now. So comedy used to be the last true free art. Say whatever you want to say. You know, freedom of speech. But now they even trying to censor that now. Put that in a little box now. So it's, you know, keep comedy alive. Keep comedy.
Mm-hmm.
So KLM, what do you think?
I think that camera is frozen again.
He's stuck. He probably pop back in. But nah, I like it though. Pride, my guy. We can share what Eddie talk about another time. I watch Eddie Griffin podcast, so I know what type of stuff he be on. He with all the shit. He had everything the government talking about. And that's probably why we don't see him on movies and stuff like that. He was the man when I was growing up. Eddie Griffin.
Oh yeah.
He was hot at one point.
Oh yeah.
He got
he was in the movies and everything. Deuce Bigelow, Mel J. I mean, I used to. And what was that movie that he was teaching that guy how to be rough and he looking with the eyes? Oh, my foolish ways.
Yeah, he make the little noise. Whoosh, and he
Eddie Griffin was always. He was in Norbit. Eddie Griffin, I used to love.
I like the Babies. Was that Baby's Daddy joint where they all the fathers? It was him, Anthony
Anderson. Yeah, that was good. Baby's Daddy. Was it called
Baby's Daddy? Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, that was funny. But Eddie speak on a lot of stuff. Josh said he have a residence in Vegas. Why you don't see him a lot?
Eddie Griffin got a residency in Vegas? Okay.
That's why you don't see him a lot. And that's what he's saying. Comedians are the true storytellers. Yeah.
The last of the free speech era. The last line of free speech. Like I said, we used to be able to get on stage and say talk about any and everything. Now, everybody is like, just recently, especially after keep my wife's name out your free, especially after that, it's been a lot of cancel culture. Oh, you can't say that. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't,
Yeah.
So that played a big part into changing it too. We was like, man, comedians are, some of them are people are so sensitive. It was like, when a comedian can't say what they, what they feel or what they joking about, because it's just jokes. You have to have a sense of humor,
Yeah.
So, and if you don't, then
you can't offend a certain group of people, So
once you Corey Holcomb do it all the time. I love Corey Holcomb,
and that's why Corey don't be in a lot of shit, because they can't control him. They don't know what he may or may not say. So it's like, hold up. Before we just let them go, we can lose money. That's what a lot of people just think. Oh, nah, they just don't like him. No, people that views this, they might not like him. So, and we show we got a relationship with him and put him, they not gonna support what we doing. So people be with the get with, oh, he said this about such and such, his baby mother. I don't like him. Like, it was a joke, His baby mother still talk to him, Like, y'all really think she that mad? No, she like, tell more jokes, nigga. Use me and the kids. If that's what's gonna keep this money coming in. Kevin Hart talk about his kids, his father, his asshole. They just like, at the end of the day, family that knows that, hey, this just jokes and we gonna get this money and they making that money. I wouldn't care, but you got some people out here, they do get sensitive. like you shouldn't be talking about such and such. I don't want you to be part of your jokes and this and that. Like, okay. So he has it in Planet Hollywood. Residence is a lot of money, and you don't have to travel. Okay. Is he renting or he own it? I don't know what
Rent or own what?
He's saying Eddie Griffin has a residency, and I guess he just renting in Vegas. That's why you don't see
the residency that mean he got a show out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, residency is a contract.
I think he's talking about damn living wise. I'm like, huh?
Nah, that's like a semi-permanent contract, extended contract for real.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like remember Usher had the residency out in Vegas? He had so many shows. Like they may give him 6 months or 32 shows or however many shows that they contract. So that's
what you get for that.
How much money every week? That's a steady job. That's awesome to get a residency somewhere. It's real. Yeah, it's like that.
You gotta be good to do that, right? And he is Eddie.
People gotta love to see you, and everybody, you know, a lot of people love Eddie Griffin, white and black, because he talk about everybody. He's funny. He's funny. So yeah,
man, and he making between 40 to 75,000 a show. Every time he walk on stage, he get 40 to 75,000.
Then that ain't nothing to sneeze at. Shit. That's what I'm talking about.
A lot of the artists be complaining about the tax, how much they hit on like what they make. So it's a lot of artists be talking about the tax. Yeah, it's 75,000 a night, but if taxes is half,
and don't forget your staff, you got to pay the staff.
And, so that's what people complain about too. Though I'm grateful that he has a residency where some consistent money coming in. I don't know what obviously I don't know what streams he has. I don't know what residual income he has, but it's them taxes that be hitting them. The more you make, the more they take. So
Yeah, that's still big from somebody who enlisted into the U.S. Navy and they kicked him out like weeks later because he was smoking weed. Then locked him up for like 6 months for hitting an officer or something. And then he had to pay back all his money, so he was out there painting and dancing for money. Eddie Griffin, and he painted and danced his ass off until he paid up everything that he needed to pay. And at the same time, he got found, for dancing. The whole time he can joan and joke and crack joke. It's like you can find one thing to help you with another. That's why a lot of people are like, no, I don't do that, I do this. Like, I don't care. I take pictures, but it might help me get a video shoot. I do videos, but it might help me with a photo shoot. And I'm like, damn, him just dancing and painting. He probably never thought that'd help him with his comedy life, and it did, So you never know.
That's right. You never know. So that's why you can't just be a one-trick pony and do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. You'd be surprised. Just go for it. All right.
We lost our boy KLM.
He'll be back to come back when Rizzy comes back on Friday. Tomorrow. Get your tickets for February the 8th. Curryville, Maryland. Crazy Valentine. Crazy. Do it, y'all. Y'all tune in tonight, 7 o'clock. LA Josh Preston presents Josh, what's the name of your podcast again?
Yeah, tune in our boy LA podcast tonight. We definitely be in there, LA. Let us know what the topic is.
Let us know, LA. Look, I'll be back.
I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path. I had to rewind. Fumble trying to move too fast. I had to keep trying.
My boy Josh, thank you, Josh.
Tell myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
See the podcast. Got you.
Podcast.